Most women over 40 are told that waking up tired, struggling with stubborn weight, or feeling anxious at night is just part of aging. But what if these symptoms were actually silent warning signs that your blood sugar is out of balance and no one ever told you? Today, we're diving into 5 hidden blood sugar symptoms that are especially common in women over 40, and most of them get completely overlooked. Welcome to Blood Sugar Women 40 Plus, the place where we break down what your body's really trying to tell you. Here, we don't just accept feeling off as normal, we decode the silent signs so you can get ahead of potential blood sugar problems before they become serious. So let's jump right in. Have you been waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. and you're not sure why? This isn't just stress or hormones. When your blood sugar drops too low during the night, also known as nocturnal hypoglycemia, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to bring it back up. And that sudden spike, it wakes you up. You may feel restless, anxious, or even hungry. And the worst part? You go back to sleep, but wake up even more tired. This cycle is common in women over 40 because insulin sensitivity naturally decreases with age, especially during perimenopause and menopause. If you're waking up like this multiple nights a week, don't ignore it. It's one of the clearest signals that your glucose regulation might be off, even if your lab results are still normal. So if you've been waking up at odd hours with no explanation, your body might be whispering something deeper, but it doesn't stop there. Let's look at the second hidden sign most women ignore, even when it shows up every single day. Have you ever finished a meal and just 30 minutes later, you're back in the kitchen? Not hungry, but searching for something sweet? That's not just bad discipline, it's biology. When blood sugar levels spike too fast after eating, especially refined carbs or hidden sugars, insulin is released quickly to bring it back down. But in women over 40, this insulin response often becomes too aggressive, so your blood sugar crashes and the brain panics. I need sugar, I need energy, now. This triggers intense cravings, not for protein, not for vegetables, but for fast-burning carbs. Worse, you may not even notice the crash. You just feel irritable, moody, or anxious and start blaming stress. But what's really happening is a biochemical roller coaster that starts every time you eat the wrong food or even the right food at the wrong time. This kind of pattern not only makes weight loss harder, but it slowly wears down your insulin sensitivity, setting the stage for prediabetes without you even realizing it. Let's talk about something else that seems harmless, but isn't. You eat a meal, even a healthy one, and suddenly you feel like you need a nap. That post-meal fatigue isn't just normal digestion. When your blood sugar rises sharply and then crashes, your body enters a temporary state of metabolic stress. The brain gets less glucose, muscles get less oxygen. You feel heavy, foggy, and tired. This is especially common in women over 40 due to hormonal shifts that affect glucose transport and mitochondria function. And here's the dangerous part. The more often this happens, the more your body normalizes the fatigue. You begin to think it's normal to feel exhausted after eating. You blame your age. You blame your job, you blame your sleep. But underneath it all, it's likely glucose mismanagement that's silently draining your energy day after day. And we're only halfway through. 2 more subtle but powerful signs are coming up, including one that shows up in your skin. Yes, your skin could be revealing blood sugar issues way before your doctor does. Let's keep going. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. You might not feel pain, you might not feel sick, but your body often shows you signs if you're willing to see them. Let's look at 2 surprising indicators that your blood sugar might be out of balance and why most women overlook them completely. Have you noticed a slight darkening or velvety texture on the skin around your neck, underarms, or even your elbows? Many women mistake this for age spots, sun exposure, or just pigmentation changes that come with age. But this condition has a name, acanthosis nigricans, and it's strongly linked to insulin resistance. What's happening is your body is producing more insulin than it should, trying to control unstable blood sugar. This excess insulin triggers skin cells to grow faster. And with that comes thicker, darker patches, usually in the folds of the skin. It's painless but powerful because it can show up years before blood sugar tests raise any alarms. If you've seen these patches developing gradually or if they've been dismissed by your doctor, it might be time to dig deeper and ask what your insulin is really doing behind the scenes. You walk into a room and forget why you came in. You read a paragraph and can't recall what it said, or you find yourself constantly saying, "Wait, what was I just doing?" Sound familiar? This is not just getting older. When your blood sugar fluctuates, especially with sharp spikes and crashes, your brain suffers the consequences. Glucose is the brain's primary fuel source, but when it's delivered in unstable patterns, your cognitive function takes a hit. In women over 40, the impact is even more noticeable because of estrogen decline. Estrogen plays a critical role in glucose transport to the brain. So now you're dealing with two major shifts: less stable blood sugar, less hormonal support. The result? Foggy thinking, trouble focusing, forgetfulness, irritability, and if it's happening often, after meals, during stress, or late at night, it might not be mental overload. It might be metabolic dysfunction. This symptom tends to creep in quietly. You'll tell yourself you're just tired, but over time, it can affect everything from your work to your relationships. So now you've heard the five symptoms that most women over 40 are told to ignore or chalk up to aging, but you don't have to ignore them anymore, because in the next and final part of this video, we're going to connect the dots and show you exactly what to do if you're experiencing even one of these signs. Let's wrap this up. Let's quickly recap the 5 hidden symptoms of blood sugar imbalance we've talked about. Waking up at 3 a.m., triggered by nighttime blood sugar crashes, intense cravings, even after eating. Feeling exhausted after meals, skin darkening, especially around the neck or underarms, brain fog, struggling with focus, memory, or mental energy. Each one may seem small on its own, but together, they paint a powerful picture of how your body is reacting to unstable glucose, and they often show up long before any diagnosis. If you're a woman over 40 and you've been feeling like, "My body is changing and I don't know why. No matter what I try, the weight won't move. I wake up tired, I eat right, but I still feel off," you are not alone. What you're experiencing isn't laziness, lack of willpower, or just hormones. It's your metabolism trying to tell you something, and the more you listen, the faster you can take control. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Blood sugar issues often don't start with the numbers. They start with the symptoms. And symptoms are your first signal, your opportunity to act before it's too late. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need to fear medication. You just need to understand how your body responds to what you eat, how you sleep, how you manage stress, and how hormones affect all of it after 40. The good news? There are natural, safe, and simple ways to support your blood sugar, starting today. If even one of these signs felt familiar, I want to invite you to explore something that's helping thousands of women over 40 get real answers without restrictive programs or pills. It's a simple, natural approach that's designed specifically for women like you, and it works with your body, not against it. I'll leave the link in the description. Take a look and decide for yourself if it's the right step. Because you deserve clarity, you deserve answers, and most of all, you deserve to feel good in your body again.